People like to think that making videos for YouTube or like any sort of content creation must be super easy. And so when YouTubers or people on TikTok, like whoever it may be, or people who do both and then also do Instagram or like everything, when people like that say this is really it's a lot of work, it's a lot of preparation and all this stuff, and then people who don't content create, or at least not to that degree, are like, shut up, you have a super easy job. No, this is a lot of work. I just recorded 2 videos and I'm pooped. Granted, one of them was an hour long, but I'm pooped and I'm not even done. I need a break. I'm done. I'm tired of talking. I hate it. Decided to take a nap at like 1 o'clock today, and now it's like almost 6. I woke up about an hour ago, but I had a headache, so I took some Excedrin for that because I was like, well, I don't want to and can't sleep anymore. Like, I have stuff I need to get done. Not like a lot of stuff, but I have stuff I need to get done. And I don't know if the medicine has fully kicked in or if this is all it's gonna do for me, but it's not working. Like, it's working this much and I need it to work the full amount because I just feel grody. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I'm going to, but I don't want to. I dislike my job a lot. I had 4 days off because of Thanksgiving. And 2 weeks ago, I had 2 days in a row where I ended up going to the bathroom at work and crying because of how much I hate the job. That's fun. I'm trying to get my license plate and driver's license switched over to Louisiana, and it's taking forever because the license plate I'm getting done at one place, and then the driver's license I have to get done at an official like DMV. Like, you can't get it done at an express type of place. And so it turned out that for Louisiana, like, they need my title or registration to say that it's supposed to say like my name, but also the place that I got my loan from, it's supposed to say their name as well. So all it says is my name, but doesn't mention their name, and they need, like, for whatever reason, they need it to say both. So they gave me this information, this request thing that I could fill out that was supposed to notify both the title place here and the place, the credit union that I got my loan from back in New Mexico, saying like, hey, please fax or email over a photocopy of the original title or mail us the original title. And the lady that's helping me at the title place here is like, most likely they're going to do the photocopy because that would just be the easiest to do. Normally they don't send over an original copy and that would take longer. Well, they're already taking their sweet ass time. I had to bug them, the like credit union, multiple times. Like, hey, you doing this? Because it's supposed to let, the way that the title place here has their document request set up is when they do send it over, like if they fax it over or email it over, it notifies me and obviously the title company here. We haven't gotten any fucking notification. So I was like, you doing it? Did you get this information? You doing it? Because I can't, I can't imagine faxing something is that fucking hard. You doing it? And then they finally responded yesterday saying, sorry for the late response. We have received your email. Okay, are you doing it? Still doesn't take that long. So I'm hoping they did it. Because I just want to get it done. That is the last thing I have to get done. To be officially moved here, that is the last thing I have to get done. Stuff like this annoys me because like it reminds me of what I've heard other people say in certain situations where they go somewhere, not necessarily like for car registration, but just in general when they need to switch things over for whatever reason, and then it turns out they don't have the right documentation and it's on no fault of their own, or even if it is on their own fault, like this was not on my fault. I saved every single document that was given to me when I bought this car. I have every single document. So it was on their end that I don't have a copy of what it is that they need. I don't know, was I supposed to ask for that? How am I supposed to know that? So yeah, I had every single copy of anything they gave me. It's just annoying. I hear stories of people going through stuff like this and like the original company just takes their sweet ass time. I'm just like, don't fucking do that. I will harass you until you do it. I will be a fucking Karen about it. It doesn't take long to fax something or even email it. It does not take long to scan something into your computer and email it. Why the fuck would you choose the longer route of mailing something when you could, it's almost 2022. Fucking email it or fax it. Don't be using freaking snail mail. At this point, snail mail should only be used for like birthday cards and Christmas cards. That's where I'm at. And then I had to go to an urgent care on Friday. And I didn't want to because I thought it was going to cost me extra. Because according to my health insurance documentation, the paperwork that tells you like what this and that would cost with your insurance, it should have cost me money and it didn't. So I'm happy about that. I was not expecting it. I was expecting to pay some money for that. But I had to go to an urgent care because I have a stupid infection in my toe that I already spoke to a doctor before about, and all they did was give me a week's worth of antibiotics, which helped, but then didn't actually resolve the whole problem. So now I'm on an antifungal medicine for the next 3 months. It gets taken once a week, every week, and that's annoying. Taking it once, like the practice of doing that is not annoying. What is annoying is that when I went in to Walgreens to get my prescription, it turns out my health insurance only allows me to get a week's worth of the prescription at a time, which means I have to go to Walgreens every single week to get this prescription. And then on top of it, the urgent care doctor was like, I'm going to refer you over to a podiatrist. This I expected. Because here's the deal. I had put in, I had scheduled an appointment for this coming Friday to see a primary care doctor about the toe. But then I've been really paranoid about the toe because if it is, well, it is infected, but when you have infections, they can spread into your blood, your bone, like they can spread further and cause more damage. So I got really paranoid about that. Anyways, so I didn't want to wait until Friday, but I did kind of figure that I would get referred to a podiatrist no matter what. So they're referring me to a podiatrist because he's like, yeah, you might have to have the toenail removed because it's an ingrown nail. And I'm like, bitch, your nail doesn't grow backwards. I have redness at the bottom of my skin. And according to the internet, that means I'm going to say this probably wrong, but that means I have a pericardia, which is a type of infection that can be caused by trauma to the toe, an ingrown nail, biting the nails, which I'm not biting my toenails, or if you cut your nail too short. And in my case, I cut the nail too short. And then a week after I cut it too short, I went to a nail salon, got a pedicure, and the woman used the tool that they use to like remove your cuticles and stabbed it into the skin. Because I think she thought it was an ingrown nail and was trying to remove it. Did not tell me she was doing this. She just went right at it. I believe she caused trauma, which then caused this pericardia, or at least worsened it, because I most likely started the pericardia by cutting the nail too short. Because if you have an ingrown nail, the redness that you get is normally on the side or in a corner, like the top corner, because that's where your nail gets stuck at. I've never had that. My redness has always been at the bottom of the nail, like in the skin, but the bottom where your nail comes out of, that is where the redness has always been. So according to Google, that's fucking pericardia. I'm not pronouncing that right. I just know right now. So I'm like frustrated with this doctor and the other doctor, because they're just like, yeah, it's an ingrown nail. And I'm like, your nail doesn't grow backwards. Neither of them want to mention pericardia. So the guy is like, yeah, you might have to have your whole nail removed just to get rid of that pain. And I'm just like, removing the nail does not mean that the infection will go away. So I have to wait until I get, I'm supposed to be hearing from the podiatrist that they referred me to. I don't know who it is yet, but I'm supposed to be referred to one to set up an appointment. I'm not going to cancel the appointment that I had with that primary care doctor though, just because I want to talk to her about my anemia, because I only have, I think, 2 months left of iron pills, and so I want to see if she thinks I should do blood work again to see if I need to continue to do the iron pills, because if I don't, cool beans. If I do, I would like to get that set up. Also, because I have this infection, Cadence's stepmom, Miss Wendy, told me that apparently fungi loves carbs and sugar. So right now I'm on a low carb diet. I started that yesterday. It hasn't been bad. It's just keeping track of everything is not annoying or anything, but that's just a thing that I have to do. And then I don't intake a lot of sugar just in general, unless if that sugar is like already in my food, but like I don't drink soda. I rarely have sweets or candy or anything like that. I'm not too worried about the sugar aspect, but I definitely normally I intake a lot of carbs, because I love pasta. Pasta is my favorite thing. So that's kind of hard. I love pasta so much. So now I'm gonna go make myself something to eat because I haven't had anything in like 8 hours. It's probably less than that, but I haven't had anything since breakfast. And I'm also going to meal prep for my lunch tomorrow. Okay. Bye. Pretend that this little spot isn't there. I don't know when the last time was that I recorded a little vlog, but here we are. I'm gonna be getting ready to go to bed here in a bit. A little bit of an update. I'm completely settled in to my apartment and like completely finished with the whole process of moving to a new state. I got my driver's license transferred over. I got my car registration done, title, all that stuff. License plate, that's done. December was rough because when I had to get that stuff done, I also had to get my like brake tag, which I got that. I don't remember the exact day. It was this month, like beginning of this month. Anyways, when I got the license plate, registration, that whole spiel, I did it in a day. And it cost significantly more than I expected it to, because in the great state of Louisiana, if you move here from a different state, you have to pay this thing called a use tax. And they base your percentage off of what your vehicle is worth currently, or something like that. And so to get all my stuff done, it was almost $1,000. And that was a huge bummer, because that was basically all of my savings left. Like, I put everything I had saved up from November of 2020 till when I moved to Louisiana, which was the end of June. I put all that money into moving here. Nothing was spared except for like $200. That really bothered me. And then that disappeared because when I had to go to a urgent care because I had an ingrown nail on my toe, even though I have insurance, And technically my insurance was supposed to cover at least 50% of it. It apparently didn't. And they didn't tell me when I was at, why is my face red? I don't know why it's red. They didn't tell me at the urgent care that I owed anything. I even asked, like, hey, am I good? Do you need anything else from me? Like when I was getting ready to leave, they said, nope, you're good to go. And then a few weeks later, I get a bill in the mail, which was over $100. So December was, it was interesting. Well, anyways, since January 2nd, for exactly a month, no, whatever. Since January 2nd, I have been doing DoorDash at night, mainly just at night. I tried doing it during the day on a weekend, and that was useless. Nobody is like doing anything, but I've been doing that. And within 2 weeks, I was able to get my savings back up just a tiny bit to where I'm not where I want to be, but I feel much calmer. Within the second week of doing it, I was also able to finally buy a microwave. That was a big deal because when you have a job that is a job that you don't even want to be doing, it has nothing to do with your career and the pay isn't even that great, and you even asked for more pay, got more pay, and it's still not that great, and all of your money except for $200 a month goes straight to bills and nothing else, makes it very hard to fill your empty apartment or practically empty apartment. But with DoorDash, it's not a lot of money, it's not a little bit of money, but it is enough that I will, this coming week, I'm gonna be replacing my third monitor because after Hurricane Ida, when I came back from New Mexico, somehow one of my monitors to my computer got damaged. I don't know how, it just did. This week I will be replacing that third monitor finally, which is exciting. And then after that, I have this list. Of things that I'm gonna be buying. The next thing, well, let me start. The first thing on the list was the microwave, check. Next thing is the monitor, that'll be this week, check. And then I think my third thing is also gonna happen this week, most likely, because I want to buy a lamp, at least just one lamp, to put in this darn living room that has no light except for that back there. And I'm tired of being in the darkness in this living room. So I'm getting at least one lamp. I just want to get one lamp because when I start filling up this living room, then I'll decide where I want more lighting to be at. And then the fourth thing is a TV. That's gonna go there. Next is a couch. And then I don't remember what's technically next after that. I think it's stuff for my bathroom, but I might be switching it around just so that I can get the expensive things on the list taken care of, because I also am gonna be getting a dining table or a dining set, and that's gonna like go right here. That's like all the expensive stuff. And then everything else is like, I don't know, like $100 or less. I'm excited. I'm also learning UX and UI design because conveniently my good old college experience didn't teach me anything, and as I always say, the majority of my knowledge of design in general was learned from Google. So that's kind of been it. I'm like still focusing on like manifestation and meditation and stuff, but that's where we're at. All right, I don't have anything else to say. Bye.